now that we're on Reaper's Souls... Oops, grabbed the wrong controller. Not playing this on the PlayStation. Whoops. I hate that anytime you take an Xbox controller out of, you know, charging, it has to, like, do that. It's like, really? You don't have to pause it. Just, you know, work like a PlayStation controller. You know, nothing interrupts the sound, the music, everything. But no, you just have to. Are we at that level yet? No, we have to be level 44 before we can really get into the little makeshift build I want to do. Then I can't even do the last passive I want to do until I'm level 70, so we're not even going to see the full playthrough build. So I don't think we're going to get level 70 in Reaper of Souls.
Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
Okay.
People are dying down in those streets.
It will be done, I swear.
I forgot about this storyline. It's like, yeah, shit happened after the main story. Oh shit.
No. The gates.
Those gates are bound by a spell I cannot break.
I don't need to go down here.
I'm carrying too much.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't got a town to go to yet.
Stop! Don't go out into the streets.
Oh, there's a merchant.
Get it before it's gone.
I'll just sell whatever I can. Well, actually, blacksmith should be maybe here too.
It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
And there are no survivors.
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old ZAKARUM cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
Wait, you're the barbarian who saved Bastion's keep. You'll save us too, won't you?
Yes, that is why I am here.
What?
We'll do this first. Oh, I forgot. Let's see. Oh, sell junk.
All right.
Keep moving. I think we lost him. No.
Nope.
No.
Those with demon blood must die.
Demon blood. Those were innocent people. charger. Kathos guides my hand.
Doop, 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 doop. Can't go in there.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
We good? Oh, there's still a few more enemies.
Not ready yet.
Ah, we found you.
Tyrael.
Tyrael, why is Malthael doing this?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
But we are descended from demons and angels. When Malthael looks at us, he sees demons.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me!
That's not good.
Akarat's bane!
Shit.
This is worse than I feared!
What is that?
A death maiden! Stop her!
Need more time.
Oh, she's dead.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
I will end this slaughter. Where is Malthael?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
But why does he want the stone? Is there any way to find out?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you study the sliver, while I save this city from the Reapers.
Nope, not good enough for me. Oop. Not good enough for her either.
General Torian, what was that Death Maiden doing in the cathedral?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Then I will destroy these crucibles and cut off Malthael's supply of troops. Why have the Horadrim returned now?
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Malthael's Reapers are people whose souls were taken by the crucibles?
Sadly, yes.
What of the Death Maidens?
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness. Malthael, my brother, he was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels, and now he has become this.
What drove him to such madness?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
What matters now is stopping Malthael. Our souls are meant to join with the world, not be eaten by death. Studying the sliver of the Black Soul Stone will show you what Malthael is planning.
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
What a coinky dink.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
Wow.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me, but it fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. There was nothing you could have done for him.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
WESTMARCH originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the ZAKARUM faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
Maybe.
Why would the angels do this to us?
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor.
Jesus.
They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Delusions of grandeur.
Do you hear something?
Is there anything on your mind, Hedrick?
Do you think Cardium is under attack as well?
It must be.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. The Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either.
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Cormac, you seem troubled.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are an honorable man who dedicated your life to something you believed meaningful.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
Totally.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
There are people like that, man. It's insane. It's like that thought process is crazy.
Is anyone out there? Anyone?
Oh.
Someone came for me. After all this time.
My friend Heydrich heard you.
Bloody miracle! Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Come. It is safe up there now.
Why were you down here? I think that's supposed to be his apprentice or something like that.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
Or he becomes
You
their
did
apprentice.
save his life. He must be grateful.
I am. In fact, I'm going to repay Heydrich by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
Well, I like how he has a mobile forge though.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other, like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
We'll catch up as the story progresses.
I thought I'd be safe here.
Alright, looks like we're having to go north-ish.
Not ready yet.
Ooh.
How different this place must have been before. People coming and going, passing and leaving. Now, nothing.
I think Oh, get away!
Got better shoulders. Let's identify this. Shit, it is better. Oh, it's big too. That might be a staff she could use.
The ancient still recharging.
Enemy we have laid low.
Ah, yes. Getting closer.
Need more time. Still recharging. Not ready yet.
Oh. Whoa. There we go.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council
That's a
has
lot of dead
finally
bodies.
agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
That Death Maiden is controlling the Soul Crucible, but not for long. Need more time.
You have called the darkness down upon yourself, mortal.
What? Why was that? Oh, it's the kill.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in
Oh,
time
there
to
she
save
is.
me.
How could you know that?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now.
You know, I guess that's actually the first time they actually introduce you to her. But since I have a character that already has her in the party, like she just kind of hangs around this whole story.
Malthael, he's watching you.
Yep.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another.
You should get to the Survivors' Enclave. It's not safe out here.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
Let's open that chest first. So let's see. Trying to find it.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know of Leah?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Okay, I'm going in a full circle here.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
Do not mock me.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I will understand.
Try to get as much as a speed boost as I can.
You wilt against my blows. You see the future. Tell me, does this constant death and destruction ever end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why don't I believe you?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are so cherish that will never believe you can be happy and content.
Oh, there's the other one.
Need more time.
Okay, it's somewhere here.
I must say, it is wonderful.
Kinda confused.
To
Maybe it's over
finally
there.
meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first.
Skinnier? She's a fucking barbarian. She's supposed to be bigger? Barbarians are some of the biggest people on Earth.
A wandering hero! Just in time to protect me as I grab these last trinkets. We'll split it, eh? This looks promising. Keep watch. If I get eaten, I blame you. Ah, nothing. Oh no, I'm dead.
Oh shit. Grabbing us.
This is the one. I can feel it.
Oh, might have just wasted that.
Thanks for keeping me alive. Here's your share. I'm off to find the nearest abandoned tavern.
I think he becomes the other merchant.
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
Not ready yet.
Must be another pile over here.
Need more time. Ancient smile on me.
Ever noticed the mouths coming out of that, the faces?
What was that?
That would be Urzael.
Urzael?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
Good. Let us get to the Enclave. I need to see if Tyrael has made any progress. I need to go back.
Okay. Not too many good things, man. Blech.
I will use this.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. Couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy. I'll never see it again.
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
Go.
I don't feel like talking right now.
Oh, okay.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. Now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
Totally, dude.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
Sadly, it is true. One of the angels has gone mad. I am going to put him and his followers down like the dogs they are.
Good.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
Cormac, he is the leader of the Templar. Most likely the Order acts at his commands.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
Is he?
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
You must do whatever you can to set things right, Cormac.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire order. I could use a good friend by my side.
I will be right here by your side.
This is one of our
Guess we'll do that.
strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
This could go badly. You must be ready for anything.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
Why is your combat
This
music?
proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Assholes. Shouldn't have done it.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must put you brought this on yourself.
Oh, he's dead. Shit, that was fast.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
They will believe you. I know it.
I gave you power.
We're 40 bitches.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
Your beliefs were hollow. The ideas that were beaten into your mind could never reach your heart. So what will you do with your life now? What will you believe in?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
Do what you must.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You will not make it to Kingsport if Westmarch is overrun.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week.
Oh,
but we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then,
so take care of their quest.
Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
Wait. This is not right.
Ah, shit.
The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon? Oh, I've been waiting for this.
No one betrayed.
There we go. Ugh.
Ready yet.
Something's better.
You die for what you did to Nigel.
Damn, so much damage when I pop that.
He's...
I am sorry, my friend.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
His death is not your fault. He was slain before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. I know it is hard, but we must leave.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
Sometimes the dead visit me in my dreams. You and I share a similar burden.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know why your sisters died. That is why they stay with you.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
The Prophet's magic worked. It kept you safe.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
When we leave companions behind, we carry their burdens forward. Leah, Cain, I carry on for them.
I cannot simply feel sorry for myself. I must discover the truth. When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserai's magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those Viserai died hundreds of years ago. The mages of today would not be seeking revenge.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena. together against the shadows.
You cannot blame yourself for what happened, Lyndon.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you are struggling with grief.
And I suppose the mightiest hero in all the land knows just how to help, eh? No. This is something you can't understand.
Those who perished without embracing Malthael are eternally damned.
Oh, jeez.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
Oh, you are your soul.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
But now you're playing a numbers game.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
So that's what you just have to do.
Now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness!
Ooh, it's changed.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a great man. He deserved a better death. Had he lived, many things might have been different.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
It had to be done.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
It is enough that I was able to stop the prime evil. The rest does not matter.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
Did you not want to be a soldier?
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Cain. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
How have you been able to hold out this long against the Reapers?
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
Why haven't you sent for reinforcements from other cities? Bramwell, Kingsport.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
I did not know. That is grim news.
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is doing something to the Black Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
We can't stop him unless we know what he is planning to do next.
Whoa.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Urzael. It is time for him to die. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
What do you know of Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
Why didn't Malthael kill you in the tomb of Rakas and take your soul?
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
And we are? We killed the lords of hell.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Tyrael, you are still in pain.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
It is something a true warrior learns to bear. Do you have any idea why Malthael would want the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
He must have a plan, even if we do not know what it is. Why didn't Tyrael just destroy the Black Soul Stone?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
And if we get it back from Malthael, we will just hide it again?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
Okay, that's all those dudes.
What can you tell me about Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
Of course. But can you tell me anything else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
It is quite the sacrifice.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
Okay, let's see if I need to break down. Oop. Shit. See if I need to break down anything. Kind of wasted
I heard
that.
Tyrael is an angel. Why isn't he helping Malthael?
Because he isn't mad.
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of ZAKARUM scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthage.
Still recharging.
Oh, I'm getting hurt. Oh.
Enchantment that started this fire.
So we gotta find him.
ready yet. Still recharging. My blows.
Oh damn. Keep going north. I thought I was going the right way, but nope. This looks to be the place. Oh, this fight. Yeah, I remember this fight being hard the first time I ever ran across him.
Begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Soon demons spawn like
I've seen a lot of people die by this guy's hands.
You will kill no more of my people. I swear it.
demon spawn shall perish in flames.
Last phase. And killed him.
Damn you.
Those rings will work too well. Not quite yet. So actually, I might change the rune. Let's get a little closer.
I'm returning to town.
Return.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
Yes, but his master is the true evil. He still lives, but I mean to fix that. I will make sure this never happens again.
I believe you.
You have had an interesting life.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader, convinced him to free us by giving him details on how he could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchen could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
Wow.
Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
What you deserve, asshole.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
It is still not safe out there.
I don't care.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
12 people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it.
Guessing that's you?
How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done.
Oh.
Rackes conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Urzael is dead. His reapers should be easy prey now.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still don't know why Malthael wants the stone, and he grows stronger by the moment. We are running out of time.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately.
Right.
Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
There will be trials ahead, but we must enjoy victory when it comes.
Wise words, my friend. Angels are cursed with a wider perspective of events. To live in the moment is a part of mortal existence I must learn to embrace.
We'll test something out real quickly. Oh yeah, it doesn't come up. Gotta make sure.
Bryson meant well, you know.
He's a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
Huh. So that is why you do not want him around.
What are you talking about?
You have already lost too many. Your father, your wife, even your apprentice.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
Okay, that's been taken care of. It's time to hang out.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
Tell me.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
Adria.
Got more dialogue.
I thought the angels were on our side. They should be here, helping us.
There is confusion and dissension in the high heavens. You must remember, Malthael was our leader once.
You are on the Angiris Council. You can command the angelic host.
Imperius commands the host, and he will not unleash them on a fellow angel, especially a former member of the Angiris Council.
You can tell Imperius that I will remember he did nothing while my people died.
You tell him that. Tell him.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Why?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
You can come if you want, but Adria will still pay for her betrayal.
She will still die.
I have vanquished Urzael and his Reapers, giving the people of Westmarch their city back. Lorath and I go to the Blood Marsh to find Adria. She knows how to locate Malthael. She will tell me, and then she will pay in blood for her betrayal.
Long ago, this place was beautiful, but now it's hard to...
We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Even the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
Something is coming.
just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the blood marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
Cool.
There is no escape, Adria.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
Right.
Well,
Before Smash Raiden.
that's not very reassuring. This is one of the guide stones. Nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me try.
Because it's Nephilim.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb house. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
And all we need to do is eliminate 2 of the remaining sigils.
Still recharging. I need another guide. Figure out which sigil is the correct one.